Hi, I'm Catherine from Obscure Tours London, and I want to share with you some of the changes and improvements that have been made for cyclists in central London. So we're here at Bank Junction, and you can see on the right there that cycle lane that's new now going eastbound is dedicated for cycle traffic. So no vehicles at all, only for cyclists. But we are actually going westbound, and perhaps you've noticed I'm not actually on a bike, but on a bus because I can better point out some things from there. So we're going into Queen Victoria Street, going westbound, heading towards St. Paul's, and you can see they've improved some of the markings for the cycle paths, and they've also added these kind of thin, flexible little bollards that help to delineate the cycle path from the roadway. So it's not really a huge fixed marking, but it does segregate you a bit from the traffic, which you can see here on the left creates a better space for the cyclists. So a lot of these changes now happened during the pandemic because there was less going on in the city, so they're able to do more improvements and do more construction to make some of these changes with everybody working from home and nobody being there in the city, of course. And also, there's been a huge uptick in people cycling because of exercise and also to maintain social distancing. So, in a lot of areas, they put in temporary cycle paths, and some of those have now been made permanent. So, Cannon Street's coming in from the left there, which also has dedicated cycle lanes. And you can see here the markings have been done on the left side of the cycle path. We're heading up towards St. Paul's is going to be just ahead on the right. And here you still don't have on the right side, it's a bit tight with the buses going through. Some of that's due to that construction, but the road's a bit narrower there. But in other places, you've got a better cycle path. So here now in front of St. Paul's churchyard, you can see the bollards again, and this is now all new that you've got dedicated cycle paths going by St. Paul's here on both sides of the road. So you can see on the right side where the bus is, you still have to go around the buses, but you do have a bit more protection there with the bollards. That's quite handy. And some of these features may just be enough to give people a bit more confidence cycling, that you have a bit more protection from the cars and separation. So it's a little bit easier than if you feel like you're exposed on the road. So there are other options that you can go onto side roads here, but if you stay on the main road, you can see you've got quite a nice area dedicated for cyclists, then you've got a bit more protection. Still, when you come into the bus stop, you might have to go around a bus if there's a bus waiting there, but otherwise you've got your separate bike lanes the whole way down here as you head down Ludgate Hill here towards Farrington Road. So the traffic's still somewhat quiet here because you don't have any tour buses. Normally you have a stop here for the hop on hop off buses. So we'll see if things change and get more crowded and congested once they start up again. Um, but coming down here now towards Farrington Road, is where we intersect then with the cycleway number 6. It's got the bike lanes in both directions on the west side of the road, and were you to turn left here, you would end up at Blackfriars Bridge. And if you turn right, then you're going north, yeah, towards Farrington. So you can see the one cyclist there wants to turn right. If you want to do something more conservative, you could stay on the left, go straight, and then turn into the cycle path on the left, join that, and then cross the intersection that way. That would be more of a conservative approach if you prefer that, because it's quite a big intersection to go across there. So yeah, you'll get a real quick look of the cycle path to your left, the cycleway 6 there, and on your right. And now we're on Fleet Street, and it gets a bit narrow here, not so ideal. So hope you enjoyed that little bit and that you're confident and excited to get out cycling. Thanks. Bye.